Can you use Yujiro Hanma's fighting stance in a real fight? Let's find out. So Yujiro Hanma, also known as the Ogre, is the strongest creature in the world, and this is his fighting stance. He stands with his feet parallel and wide apart and raises his hands high above his head. This stance actually makes me think of what you're supposed to do when meeting a bear, which is interesting considering his most notable feat in the first 2 seasons of Baki. I can think of 2 advantages of this stance. The first being it makes you look bigger and more intimidating, and the second being this seems to be how he activates his demon back. However, the disadvantages are many. For starters, your feet aren't in any position to move quickly in this stance, thus limiting your movement. Secondly, you're wide open without any way to effectively dodge or block. Third, you can't generate any real punching power with this stance. Your hands are in too awkward a position and you can't properly shift your hips to transfer your weight. However, I think this is by design. For someone as strong as Yujiro, it would make sense for him to pick a stance that is not only menacing, but also drastically nerfs himself while goading you to hit him. So can you use Yujiro's fighting stance in a real fight? You can't. But he can. The closest you could get would probably be a wrestling stance, but even then they have a lower center of gravity with their knees bent and one leg facing forward, thus being way more stable than Yujiro. Plus their hands aren't up in the air. Shout out to my patrons, and please subscribe.